What's going on, gamers? Haven't done a Nintendo video in a while, as my page mainly has a lot of PlayStation and Xbox content. You see Saw content, and then a lot of other topic and a lot of the news coming out. But yeah, we're gonna be getting back on that too. Don't worry. We also got DK around the corner. Man, yeah, I'm excited. It's literally 10 days away, right? So we got some interesting news here. Yeah, you're seeing these two box arts. Yeah, yeah, I think you guys get the idea. So let's get into this. Rumor Donkey Kong 64 and Super Smash Bros. Might be coming to Switch Online. We got a lot to talk about here, and we got some other gems that are supposed to be coming as well. Um, they were found from Nintendo's own Classics Update Futures video released a month ago. This would be huge right now. Definitely with Switch 2 and Switch 1 2 bases, because this means an online community. Anybody on your friends list will be able to play with you online. Imagine just now, because back then you needed to have local parties. I can't tell you the amount of memories I have with this game and how many different friends' house I would go to back then just to play this and bring my own controller, everything. This game was incredible too. This is the last time we got one, guys. So you want to know what I think is interesting? Is that if you pay attention to the theme of Nintendo worldwide right now, there's like this Donkey Kong Mario theme, right? Like Mario and Donkey Kong. And then like if you look at the Epic Universe that just launched the theme park and Universal Studios, it's Mario and Donkey Kong. And then if you see Mario Kart launching with Switch 2 the next month, it's Donkey Kong. They kind of have this theme going right now, which I kind of like. And I noticed a certain pattern to it, which is actually pretty cool. But these two coming would be massive. And this is what I mean by like the value. This is great. Definitely knowing that it's retro, it can be upscaled and it can be played online and on the go. It doesn't matter. Going down here, we got some more classics that were found leaked here, and then we're going to take a look at how this ended up happening. So it says right here, guys, we got Forsaken. Remember this classic by Acclaim? Man, when Acclaim used to be in a game, right? With Ed Boon and them, and Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Sucks, man. They're not here anymore. But this game was not easy. This was for hardcores. I'm not joking. Like 64 was a hardcore console. I loved it. As also was revolutionary because it did a lot for development, like Mario flying, all that type of stuff. Scars, I said when racing games were good, yeah, Ubisoft back then. Look at that Ubisoft logo. Isn't this actually funny? It just cracks me up. Yeah, they've been around that long. Yeah. Hopefully they recover, come back strong. Guys, this was the game right here. I don't know if y'all had 64 back then, but oh my god, this was a classic. And do you remember the hand that came in Smash Brothers? Well, this was the game. I had this game. I played it a lot. It is such a classic. I loved it. If you get the chance and this actually happens, do not miss out on this game. I'm telling you. And then we have Buck Bumble. I've never played this game, so but it's also made by Ubisoft. That's actually funny. That cracks me up. So yeah, these are the games that could potentially be coming on the way. And for 64, just by itself, we got 6 other platforms too that are getting games too. This is incredible though. Man, I'm telling you, this is going to be huge, along with Ultimate, getting a Switch 2 edition. Which, by the way, Sakurai did retweet, so he's aware of the demand. Just saying. So that could possibly be happening. Now, going over here, this is where things happened. It says rumor Switch Online may be soon adding Smash Bros. And Donkey Kong. A number of social media fans have been going over Nintendo Switch Online themed video from Nintendo, which was uploaded over a month ago. The video includes a segment showing the new Nintendo Switch Online setting toggle overlaid on a very blurred background which displays different box arts from the 64 library of games. One of the blurred games is thought to be Super Smash Bros., featuring the game's logo and a big yellow shape in the exact spot where the mighty Pikachu is located on Smash Bros. Box art. Like right there. Yeah, I mean, no, I get what they're saying. So right here, if you see this highlight right here, this is where they're seeing the 64. Um, so basically, right there, he does that again, reveals it. Zoom in for you guys. They're pretty much matching it. And if you do look at the box art, you can match that. I know what they mean. Like I've seen that. Same thing like over here. They figured it out as well and they saw Sin and Punishment next to it. Because it's there, they're just not giving it to you like that. You know what I mean? It's the way they want to do it. I looked into it a bit more, and other people have caught this before me, and Glover is very clearly above Smash 64. So in the contrast, you can kind of see there'll be a little bit of red right here, right? Just look to kind of like match the box art. You can see the whiteness right there, right? And then below it, we see green, something he's standing on, which is that ball, and then yellow next to it. Yeah. And the more you look into it, you'll find it. You know what I mean? It's just like pretty obvious. Like it's pretty obvious what that is. That's yellow. Pikachu. Mario is right there with the little blue and the red right there. You see the blue and the red. Like, if you look, you'll see. And then here's another video over here by an individual. Ooh, I subbed you a while ago. I brought you mine enough.
Hey everybody, Brandon here with an interesting piece of news regarding Nintendo Switch Online, specifically Nintendo 64. So Nintendo's editor-in-chief of Source Gaming posted on Blue Sky, Super Smash Bros. And Glover are coming to Nintendo Switch Online. User Joyboy spotted it blurred out in the recent Nintendo 64 features trailer. And they also thank Pana from their Discord for circling it for them because they couldn't see it. And honestly, I don't blame them. It is really hard to see. I had John looking at this alongside me to make sure that, none of us were crazy. But if you look at this area and we were to say, put the N64 box arts over the top of these sections of the screen, yeah, that's Glover. And that's Super Smash Bros. It's weird that Super Smash Bros. Hasn't been put on NSO yet. Glover is a little more understandable given the reputation of that game. However, there is a Switch port of Glover that's absolutely terrible, so I would laugh if this version of Glover comes out and it's better than the remaster.
I had no idea about that. What the hell?
I look forward to that. And apparently Donkey Kong 64 can also be seen here, though I have admittedly struggled to find that one myself. I think it might be here on the left, but I really am not sure on this one. This wouldn't be the first time Nintendo has accidentally revealed games coming to their consoles before, like we had Yoshi's Woolly World in the North American version of the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and that game hasn't manifested itself yet, but it seems like it's pretty much coming. Another user found Forsaken 64, but also noted that it's an M-rated game, which would lead you to believe for sure that this has to be an internal build because M-rated games have their own dedicated app. They also mentioned that the internal version of the NES application leaked out a few years ago, and there were a couple of games on there that are still unreleased. So this is not a confirmation that these games are coming, but there is a solid chance that they will, especially something like Super Smash Bros. 64. I'd be very surprised if it didn't come to Switch Online eventually.
Let me tell you why I think this is for sure going to happen. The reason why is because they're not going to be having the next-gen Smash for a bit, because Sakurai is working on Kirby Air Riders, the next-gen one. You see what I mean? So when he releases that this year, then he can work on the Switch 2 patch and then start working on the next game. That's going to take minimum 3 years. Minimum. So that's not till 2028. Of course they would add that in. To have like a retro community along with the Switch 2 edition that's probably coming. And all that type of good stuff. You know what I mean? So I think that's something they should do. And then maybe do the Smash Brothers like a year after, or like GameCube, whatever, just to like fill in gaps and have like retro communities and stuff like that. I think they probably have something like that going on. You never know. But it seems possible.
I'd be really excited to finally have Smash 64 available on Switch Online. It never came to Wii U Virtual Console, so it's been quite a while since it was available on a modern Nintendo platform officially. Now, I tried looking for even more games in this blurred image, but it honestly is pretty difficult. I was hoping to see Diddy Kong Racing here, but I can't quite see it. So sad for me. I still want that game to come to Switch, but I guess it's only a matter of time. There are probably more games here that haven't been spotted, so if you see
Yeah, maybe no, they probably have
Something,
1080
let us know in the
degrees.
comments below, and we'd love to know what else is coming to 64 online. So thank you so much for watching. For all your Nintendo Switch 2 news reviews and everything in between, subscribe to GVG. We've got a lot more coming. But until then, keep the games good and the vibes greater. Bye now.
Good video. So there we have it. Let me know what you guys think about this. You know what I mean? Going down here, nice 1-2 punch. We can only hope. Please, I will cry. I'm gonna go. DK64. Somebody speaking, I think, in German here with the Switch Online netcode. It's more of a novelty than something to get hyped for. Nintendo needs to update their netcode on these emulators. I need to try that out just to see. This as well seems like an easy one, but people don't know what that N64 library. Oh my God! Please give us this to play online, bro. He posted that this game is legendary, y'all. This was so good back in the days. There was something about that replay formula, being able to play this. Midway was so good back then. Man, so, man, seeing Acclaim Midway just takes me back to the older Nintendo days, man, and in the 90s when they were just so good in arcades and just in development. Sucks, man, that they're just no longer around like that. But dear Lord, this would be amazing. This game was so good for its time. Oh, man. Duke Nukem 64, heck yeah, man. But there we have it. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, we're going a little bit old school in this video, but this will be very cool. Like I said, definitely for people who've never got to experience this and will be able to play it now. People that are growing up. So yeah, cool stuff, cool news. I know there's been a lot of drama. Man, I just want to get to something positive. You know what I mean? So we're going to get back to more of that. And then, if there's some more self-farming needed, I guess we'll do that. Later, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. Ponies. Sit down. All the gamers on all platforms. Yeah, y'all rise up. Gotta put the fanboys in their place. Later, y'all.